everyone, my name is Zoe Chung. Today our group 1 will be presenting life hack for students. My group members are Lê Mai Yi, Mat Yi Jing Ho, Oi Hua Lun and Tan Hao Ying. Okay, presenting a life hack for students, and my part is doing introduction. Okay, most of the students entering college is a new chapter of life. They have to, it's really different from what we have in school days, or we have homework and exam in a actually far apart date, and at the last minute, right, with your homework you actually copy from your classmate. Yeah. And entering the college, right, it's actually very different. It's become more independent. Okay, and the assignment is more essay form, so you can't really copy from your classmate. Okay, and exam and project, all this is a very short period of time you have to complete. Okay, and and most of the students actually are not prepared dealing with all these challenges that is facing in the college, especially the first year. Okay, and some of the students actually face financial difficulty. They have to work part-time in terms of paying their school fees and their own personal expenses. Okay, you can see from the chart, right, most of the students actually feeling stressed, okay, and in terms of keeping up their homework as well, and paying all the necessary costs that occur during the school time, like school fees, tutor fee, all this. Okay. What is life hack? Life hack actually is a trick or method to help people to accomplish their work more efficiently. Okay, it's a shortcut way to do things faster and more productivity. Okay, and it actually makes life much more easier in dealing with all the work that we have, like assignment, project, and coping with their part-time job as well. So our group here, right, is actually giving tips, okay, to help students to manage their own time and their own budgeting. Okay, the next slide, my groupmate Lê Mai Yi will actually explain more on the life hack. Thank you.
Now, for our very first life hack is quite a golden rule for most uni students who has experienced or is experiencing the process of budgeting and allocating funds. But did you know that there's an app that contains all the relevant features a uni student would need in simplifying our lives by a great extent? Now, let's jump right in on this step-by-step guide on how you're able to access this app. A disclaimer is that non-Maybank users are able to access this app though they don't have the Maybank account. So, for our very first step is to go to the Google Play Store or Apple Store and just go into it first. And the second step is to search May by Maybank to You. The third step is to download it and fill in all your necessary details. The fourth step is to enable access for your camera to the app, so you're able to scan QR codes in the stores when you're using it in the future. And for the very last step is to start using May. This app allows users to check balances on the go, and they're able to use cashless payments using the scan and pay, where it is just scanning QR codes that you see like the previous pictures, just codes in stores, and you're able to pay without having to use physical cash. We're also able to reload bills and credit anytime, anywhere. But what is so special about this app? Okay, let me tell you that. This app is featured with a tableau. So this tableau, it aids us into reaching our financial goals. For example, you want to buy your friend a bag, okay, let's say, and this bag costs 2,000 bucks. So you write here a gift, you label it as a gift, and then you put it as 2,000. And then it shows you how much you saved so far. So right now, we saved 0 bucks out of 2,000 bucks. So yeah, we're getting there. And not only that, if you find that your process is a little going too slow, you will have these boosters that aid your process faster. So these boosters will have 3 different categories. One is spare change, guilty pleasure, scan and save. So this spare change is where it rounds up your daily expenses Then it adds the little extra change into your table. Then guilty pleasure is set a daily limit with the category you've chosen. So if you overspend an amount, then it will just toss it in right into the table. And then the last one is scan and save. You wouldn't need various money monitoring apps or budget spreadsheets because this Maybank app is all that you need. It contains all the relevant features, all the budgeting monitoring, because it contains an in-app automated expenses tracker that shows a very clear view of your expenses and the flow of the money. It will show it in a form of a pie chart, okay? In the form of a pie chart, it gives a really clear view, as you can see here. Financial services is yellow. So this big circle, this is all financial services until this point. And then you can see food beverages is the second largest one. And it even separates it into months for you. So let's say we're in the month of September right now. So it will say September up here. So if we're in the month of October, November, December, it will just say October, November, December, and so on. And you can even check back each month and all. And then it actually tells you what you spent on. It will categorize it, such as financial services, food and beverages, transportation, telecommunication, shopping, other expenses, and so on. And not only that, we're able to actually spend without feeling guilty because students, like every little counts for them, you know? Like when we go to McDonald's, let's say, and then we're able to get RM5 cash back when we use scan and pay using this May app. And that is not the only feature of using the May app, okay? Other perks include referring to a friend and getting RM10 off. So each account that we make, we all have this customized code and we just send it to our friend and we both receive RM10 each. As you can see here, both you and your friend gets RM10 each with every successful referral. Okay, the next one is we're able to top up your mobile prepaid and just win, okay? How cool is that? So example, you use Cellcom, Digi, Hotlink, Qton, U-Mobile. Okay, you can just top up and then you can just win, okay? And then you can also stand a chance to win a Proton X70, daily cash prizes, and more. This is more of you just do normal transactions and you have actually these chances to play the game. Or you can just log in every day, each day, and then you have a chance to win, but the cash prize is rather small. The next one is where we get RM5 off Lazada COD. Means when we go to the Lazada app, when we want to pay for our stuff, we just put it as COD, and when we pay for it, we use scan and pay using the May app, and we get $5 off. But did you know that under the May feature, there's a Maybank to You, which consists of many different accounts, such as accounts, which shows the original Maybank account and our May account, cards, fixed deposits, loans, and investments. So for these cards, I actually have a physical one, and it looks more like this, as you can see. You're able to just get it online. You can just do everything. It's simple. Just get it online. And you just have to pay $1 and it'll be delivered straight right to you. Imagine how cool is that to be able to access everything in just a single app.
Students often have an issue of managing time and procrastination. In order to achieve the due date for assignment and project that we need to, we could set due date for each assignment and work on the calendar and have a weekly goal on what to achieve for that week. What we can do is to set a goal that we want to achieve and plan out how we are going to do it to achieve them the most efficiency way. Finally, make action to it. For example, if you are having multiple assignments to do, what you can do is to have a timetable and set a period of work time for each assignment and begin to work on it within that period. In this way, you could make use of your time the more efficiency way. For students who have issue of delaying work and always work on the last minute, this action could lead to unable to pass out work before deadline. What we can do is to set a due date for ourselves and finish the work within that time. This way, we can always make sure we're not doing it the last minute. By setting goals to achieve quickly, This could help students to finish their assignment faster and easier. By separating work and time, we could complete assignment and work bit by bit without having to rush any assignment last minute. We even have time to recheck our work and correct the mistake we might did then finalizing it. Next, I'll be showing you an example on how to make your own calendar and how a calendar could be really useful and organized. As you can see here, this is the example of time managing calendar. It states when you have to finish your assignment and which assignment that you should prioritize because the due date for it is earlier than your other work. By labeling each assignment in color helps you differentiate them from each another. Sometimes when we have multiple assignments to do, we could accidentally forget about the assignment. By planning everything out in the calendar, we can easily make sure we won't forget about any assignment that is written on it.
My name is Untitled. I'm from DEC. My part is Life Hack 3, 4 ways to improve a college student study. First way is review course material before each online class. Take good notes and be sure to review them before each online class. This will assist you in beginning more prepared during the season. It also assists you to remember the information if you heard it repeated back. If the season are live, record them so you can watch them later during your study seasons. You will recall the important points of each lesson better if you write them down once or twice. You will also be able to take reliable notes with you when you leave your house to go out study. Second way is study with friends. Studying alone can be boring, right? So you will check your phone to see if any messages or get distracted by going online, shopping or anything. So a study group can help you stay on task. Plus, with friends, studying can be more fun. Also, you will be able to ask your friends questions about the coursework that you might not have understood. Third way is plan ahead. Create a study plan based on your course at the start of the semester. And to avoid cramming and stressing out just before major tests, you should study a little bit every day throughout the week. Even just 20 minutes per day may make a significant difference. And the last is stay away from your phone. Your phone is also a distraction. Put your phone on quiet mode, turn off the notification, and flip it around so you can't even see them. Place the phone out of sight if it helps, so you are not tempted to check your message. Your education is important to you, and anybody in your circle of friends should be aware of this. Allow yourself periodic study breaks so that you may devote a certain amount of time to monitor your alerts and messages on your phone in case there is an emergency call. That's all my presentation. Thank you. Now I will pass to next presenter, Mike Jin Hong, to continue the conclusion. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Hualun, for presenting. My name is Mike, and now I'm going to talk about the conclusions of our life hacks. So, for the first life hack of my conclusion is student able to use mobile apps to keep track on how much money they spend on, and this allowed to avoid them not to spend money on unusual things, and this could lead to them to save money, and they can use this money to purchase their exercise book to practice, and maybe can pay their school fees and maybe go for a travel. Yeah. Move on to the second life hack of my conclusion is students must always set weekly goals and deadline of their assignments. So this may allow students to avoid their late submissions of their assignments, and this allows students to can score good assignment marks for themselves. The weekly goals also can push students themselves to not to be lazy, and they might try to work hard and try to achieve their own goals. Yeah. For the last life hacks, my conclusion is students can study the course material before their online classes. So they might have more understanding and deeper understanding what their lecturer is teaching during their online class. In addition, students can study with their friends because so they won't feel bored. Sometimes it may be fun, and they can help each other when they have issues in their homeworks. Students also need to make preparation ahead of time to study and avoid not to looking through their phone during examination day, because they need to be more focused on study and do a lot of notes and practice, do quiz, something like that to push themselves to prepare their own exam. So this is the end of our presentation. I wish my conclusion is clear for you guys. So thank you and stay safe. I would like to thank to my teammates because they also work hard for our team. They do more research. So thank you. Thank you much. Thank you very much.